Hey everyone, and welcome to Story Time. I hope you're doing well. It is in July and it's gotten to be really, really hot. Today I wore my Akita staff t-shirt because I realized normally I would have been at camp already at some point, maybe with kids who are going into 3rd and 4th grade. I wonder if that's any of you. I wonder if any of you are planning to go to camp this summer for the first time and spend the night there. It feels disappointing to me that you didn't get to do that, and I hope that next summer you'll get that chance to be there and have that experience because it's a really special place, and I think you can learn a lot from being at camp. Or maybe you were planning to do 1-2-3 Akita in person, and we're still going to have 1-2-3 Akita. It's just all going to be online. I would still love for you to join us. We're going to talk about India, which is a country where we sometimes will do mission work, and it's really has some interesting things. So, I think it'll be really fun. It's not the same as in person. I know that, and I know you might be sick of being online, but think about that and see if that's something you might be interested in doing, because we'll have some really good ideas for activities as well that you could do while you're at home. So today I'm going to continue reading stories about God's love and how God's love is something that is there for all of us, no matter what, no matter who we are and where we live, what we look like. And this book that we're reading today is called Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, and it is illustrated by Vashti Harrison. And Sulwe's problem, you'll see in the book, is probably different from a problem that you have, but I wonder if all of us at some point have something that makes us feel different from other people, and sometimes that can make it hard to realize how beautiful we are and how loved we are. So let's read Sulwe. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all. Mama was the color of dawn, Baba the color of dusk, and Meech, her sister, the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school looked like Sulwe either. People gave her sister Meech pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. People gave Sulwe names like Blackie and Darky and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. I wonder if you've had something like that, where you've compared yourself to someone and you kind of maybe have decided to pull yourself back so that it was harder to make friends because you just thought maybe the thing you thought was a problem with yourself, maybe you thought everybody else saw it as much as you do. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. She got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. That hurt. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no, she would hear about that. Have you ever done that and you dropped something maybe? Sulwe decided to work from the inside out and ate only the lightest foods. Look, she has bread and bananas and mushrooms and cauliflower, crackers, sugar. Do you think that will work for her? With a stomach ache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. Have you ever prayed to God for something that you want to change? Yeah, sometimes God is really great to kind of share that with. When Mama came to wake her for school the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe told Mama everything. Mama asked, "What is your name?" "Sulwe," she muttered. "And what does it mean?" "Star," Sulwe whispered. "Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty," Mama said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach the way she always did to comfort her, "you are beautiful." Sulwe sighed. "Well, you are beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful, my sweet. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now, up you get and out you go." That's pretty important. You can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself. How could she be as dark as she was and have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Sulwe's window. "The night sent me," the star said. "Come with me." Sulwe hopped onto the star and off they went. What would you do if a star flew in and said, "Hop on my back"? Would you go? I'm not sure I would. "Long ago, at the beginning of time," said the star, "there was night and day, and they were sisters. They loved each other very much, but people didn't treat the sisters the same. Here's the sister. Lovely, nice, pretty. People gave day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty, and people gave night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. Well, night got fed up and walked right off the earth. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everyone happy in the sun. But then Day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister. So did everyone else. What would it be like if all we had is day and no night? How would our lives be different, I wonder? There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find Night, and she did. "I miss you," said Day. "I miss you too," said Night, "but you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark." "You're right, I don't," Day replied, "but what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see." Night returned and the people rejoiced. "We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can go grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves." The stars chimed in. "Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some night can only be seen in the dark." While day had a golden glow, with night everything was a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, "When you are the darkest is when you are the most beautiful. It's when you are most you." Could it be that night did not need to change, not even a little, not even at all? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from that moment on and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. Do you see the beauty in day and in night? You see, the star explained, we need them both on their sunniest day and their darkest night, and every shade in between. Together they make the world we know light and dark, strong and beautiful. Sulwe rose the next morning beaming. There would be no hiding anymore. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. I wonder if how she feels will change how things go for her at school. I wonder if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Sulwe felt beautiful inside and out. The end. I wonder what you thought about that book. I wonder if you've ever heard that book before or a book like it. It had kind of a legend in it that maybe helped to explain something, which I think is kind of interesting, that was kind of a story inside a story. So, I think this is an interesting book to share maybe with your family and talk about and see what you can get out of that. But I think it's also important for you to realize that we all have this connection and that we all have things that we're not as happy about with ourselves, that we maybe think that people see more than they actually do. So I wonder if you could think about what that might be for you and see if you could do something to change how you're feeling about it and see how that changes how people respond to you. So I hope you're great, and I appreciate you being with me, and I hope I'll get to see you soon.